Sadie Holmes is another victim of extreme makeover. Now, Sadie struggled with cocaine and heroin for 17 years. Eventually, Sadie regained custody of her 5 children after she turned her life around and got clean. In 1999, Sadie actually opened her own nonprofit, Sadie Holmes Help Service, but unfortunately, it was destroyed in 2004 by 4 hurricanes and a house fire, which I guess nothing was insured, but wait, 4 hurricanes. 2004, sadly destroyed. I'm reading this correctly. By 4 hurricanes and a house fire. So with all these hurricanes and a house fire, like, did the hurricane not put out the house? I guess it didn't happen at the same time, but damn, that's a lot to happen in one area. I don't know where she's from. I guess Orlando. It looks like Orlando, so Florida makes sense. In 2006, Sadie's luck turned around, so she thought, because she was selected for the show. The crew rebuilt the home and transformed the 900 square foot home, which is not like super small, but it's definitely not large, into a mansion with office space to serve as the base of operations for her nonprofit. In addition to the new home, the show's producers secured property tax payments and insurance coverage for her, so she should have been set up for success. Well, so she thought.
You completely turned your life around. Now you're helping other people do the same.
This is encouragement to me and to the community. Keep loving people and helping people, that one day they will succeed as well and be blessed for what they're doing.
Oh, she has such good energy. I feel so bad that the show effed her over.
It was a joke. I didn't think it was real.
I was just so pleased with just the color of the house, the landscaping. Everything I like is there.
You like the house?
Holy crap. Wait, what? This is like an insanely large home. I'm still speechless. Like, how do they take a 900 square foot home into this gigantic mansion? Unfortunately, the cost of running her nonprofit became too great for Sadie to keep up with it. It cost about $2,000 a month to run the pantry, she told the news. Other expenses included the organization's truck insurance and gas, office supplies, and home upkeep. Now, an attempt to sell the home was made, but it didn't work out. Notably, the new home's location is in a neighborhood with barbed wire and junked cars. Oh my God, not this report going in. And it looks like it has a really bad house market, so no offers were made and it was foreclosed on. So again, speaks to like they're building, like they're taking these people who are in vulnerable situations, typically low income, which is sad that they're in a situation, but putting them in a home like this in a neighborhood like that, I mean, it just doesn't make sense and it's not going to do well. And these people who are building it, they definitely know better. Now, for the Beach family, living in their home was more expensive than selling it. Larry and Melissa Beach raised and fostered over 85 children. They're based in Houston, and after a hurricane destroyed their home, the couple found themselves living with 15 children in a single family trailer. Now, in 2010, the family was chosen to be on the show. The crew built them an 8-bedroom home with enough space for the couple and children to live comfortably. Soon after the home built, however, the couple lost their 2-year-old daughter, Mercy, after she suffered a seizure. Larry and Melissa decided that they would no longer participate as foster parents. As the older children grew up and left the home, the couple found themselves in a big house that they didn't need, with increasing property taxes, too much for them to keep up with.
The Beach family struggled to sell their massive home and eventually lowered the asking price from $700,000 to $535,000. Larry told a reporter in 2013, "We are torn. The community put a lot into this house, and that's really the conflict we have struggled with."
Now here's a really nasty story. Home Edition couple kicked out their 5 adopted kids after receiving their dream home. A North Carolina couple featured on the show pushed out their 5 adopted children and split them up once the show built them their dream house. The show built Devonda and James an 8-bedroom, 3,900 square foot home in December 2011. This is the Fridays family, which I love that last name, but the Fridays had just taken in 5 siblings and prevented them from living in separate homes. She said, "We made a vow to keep the family together." To do this, the family converted an upheated carport into a home for the siblings and implored the Extreme Makeover team to go and help them. Some 3,000 volunteers turned out to transform the home. One of the daughters was quoted saying, "I was like, wow, this is ours. Seeing what they did to our rooms and how we wanted it, I was shocked that they finally had something they could call home." One of the adopted children said, "I feel like they were my mom and dad. I loved them. They were like real parents." But Kamaya said that James and Devonda kicked her and Chris, her brother, out of the home within months after the show aired. Their 3 younger siblings, all at the time under the age of 10, were also kicked out. Chris said, "My brother and sisters were 5 years old. How can they get into that much trouble where they have to get kicked out?" Chris and Kamaya claimed their adoptions were motivated by money and as a hook to get on the show, which is kind of scary. It kind of reminds you of like teen pregnancy, like the teen pregnant show on Teen Mom on MTV, like people just trying to get pregnant as a teenager to get on the show. Here's a clip from that family's episode.
Friday Family from Lincolnton was featured in 2011.
Extreme Makeover. We desperately need you.
We desperately need you to come and help us.
5 adopted children who were biological siblings even changed their last name to Friday. They thought they had found a permanent family.
We made a vow to keep the family together.
And we made it happen.
I felt like they were my mom and dad. I loved them like they were my real parents. I did.
But Chris and Kamaya say everything changed after the TV cameras left town.
What they did to us was just wrong. Threw us all out.
Chris says he was sent to a group home because of a bad attitude a few months after recording the show, but
Not a bad attitude, just a bad attitude.
says he was told it was only temporary.
Why did I have to leave, you know? Like, I just didn't understand it, and it just made me feel not wanted, you know?
Kamaya says she was sent to a different group home a few months later and told the same thing.
You gave me away. What parents don't do that? No.
Within a year, they say all 5 adopted children were gone from the house.
That is insane to me. It's like, how do you adopt a kid and then you just give them up? And kind of separately too, just kind of slowly knocking them away. Because they rushed these homes and they had a lot of random people working on them, a lot of the homes had problems with them. In addition to being money pits, some of the homes built for the show reportedly had structural problems. In a piece where builder John gathered comments from those involved with the show, one comment stated that the show is for entertainment and does not depict the reality of home construction in a quality way that requires time and money. I mean, they are pushing out these mansions. Of course, they're not going to put the best quality in there. They're going to cut the budget. One Reddit user shared that the house built in their town for the show has a number of problems with it. The owner went back to the show to get everything fixed, but was told that you got this for free, fix it yourself. Another Reddit user wrote about a fire station rebuilt for the show. According to the author's brother, a firefighter who's well-versed in construction, said the building was not up to code and the alarm system failed to work. Quote, "The fire station was not functional at all," describing sinks that weren't even hooked up. A high school constructed for the show received similar complaints. The Reddit user wrote of a questionable paint color choice on the exterior, and inside the classrooms, the paint, which actually didn't go up all the way up to the wall or ceiling edge. So I guess they just painted it enough for the camera. Shows like this make me nervous for a reason, because there are too many vulnerable people out there who are easily taken advantage of by production teams. Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.